a jury has been seated in the Michael Jackson trial. The panel that will decide the pop star's fate is made up of 8 women and 4 men, ranging in age from 20 to 79. Kathy Kellerman is a jury consultant. She joins us this morning. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning.
First off, you were surprised at the speed at which this has taken place.
Absolutely. It was very rapid.
The other thing is, 8 women, 4 men, this range in age, no African Americans. What can we tell just from those demographics to start with?
The range in age is a little bit older than you might expect. You can typically, an older jury is a more prosecution-oriented jury. Mm-hmm. The more women than men, typically women are trained to be more compassionate, and the defense would prefer compassionate jurors.
Wow.
And if these women are compassionate, then that works for them.
And it works in whose favor?
For the defense, because the defense always wants compassionate jurors, whereas more punitive or more harsh jurors the prosecution would prefer.
Okay. Some of these people just really pop right off of the list. This 79-year-old grandmother, whose grandson apparently is a registered sex offender?
That's very unusual. On the one hand, she's a woman. On the other hand, she's older and probably more traditional. And on the other hand, it just probably means there were other potential jurors on the jury that were excused that were of more concern.
More concern. And then there's another one, a 42-year-old woman whose nieces were sexually abused. Who, just from the surface, who does that tilt toward?
Personally, I would think that's not a good sign for the defense. On the other hand, there must be attitudes or experiences or opinions that were expressed by these individuals that allayed whatever fears the defense might have.
Yeah. Among the other things, it sounds like there was a lot of work done in terms of sort of preparing the ground, as it were, that you think the defense did a kind of an amazing job in this jury selection. Talk about that a little bit.
The defense asked every juror if they could believe whether a child could be led to lie.
Led to lie?
Yes, led to lie. And that's the theme of the defense. And every juror that was selected said yes to that. And so the defense began educating the jury while selecting the jury.
And they literally were handpicking these jurors based on the notion that if you buy this concept, there's somebody that we want to sit in this jury.
Absolutely, because the defense's primary argument, their primary theme, is that this child was led to lie.
One of the other ones that of these jurors that jumps out a little bit is this 62-year-old civil engineer. From the surface, again, we don't know what these people are, how they're going to respond in the actual court of law, but what does that tell you? White man.
From the surface, an older, white, near-retirement male who's a civil engineer would tend to be, on the surface, more conservative and hence more prosecution-oriented.
From your experience, do people tend to respond the way stereotypes would lead you to believe they will?
In larger groups, yes. In individual cases, no. And the reason is this civil engineer may have all sorts of attitudes that we're not aware of at this point.
So interesting. Kathy Kellerman, thank you so much. Do appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.